Hi, I wanted to talk about a piece of a project that I was working on. I was working on a capstone project for Cloud Code Academy. Um, we got together with a team of three of us to build according to some requirements, and um, we built them using code. Part of mine was to build an LWC or a Lightning Web Component, which I did, and I'm going to show you here. So if we're looking at this record, this is a job application record. So we've imported information that kind of gives information about where this job was posted and information about it. It transfers the salary. And this salary field, if you look over in this tab called Net Salary Calculator, is the same as this. So what it is doing is it's dynamically capturing that amount and inserting it over here. Now, if that were to change, like this, as soon as I save the record, it triggers it to update my LWC, and now we have that amount. So what we're looking at here are two columns, yearly deductions. This is what, depending on your tax rate that you fall into, how much federal tax will be removed, how much Social Security, and how much Medicare, and then what that ends up being. So if you made $200,000 a year, and according to the tax tables, after these have been deducted, you'll make $175. That's also broken down into what you'd make over 6 months, monthly, or bi-weekly. So that kind of gives you an idea of what you would make. If they offered you a higher or a lower salary, then you could put that in and it would update it. So now we're at 150, and you could see the differences in the numbers. So the way this looks here, the reason I have it in a tab is I made it mobile responsive. On mobile, if I set it out here like we do, we have a generic calculator over here. If I put it over here, then when you look at it on mobile, you have to do a lot of scrolling. The way I did it, it kind of keeps it compact, and you can click right on it and you can do the same thing. So let me show you how I did that with code. The first thing is in my XML file, you can see that I wanted it to be available to put on pages, so I put that there. But I also wanted it to be available in mobile responsive, which is what we have here. Currently, if you have a Lightning page and you make an LWC and you drag it on the Lightning page, it is not meant to go on mobile, and you'll see it on your Lightning page, but not in mobile. So this was to make it available and be mobile responsive. If you look at my original HTML, it's your standard Lightning Web. You have a template that you start with, and then I'm bringing in information from my JS file right here. So this is where my calculations were done. And federal tax rates, you have ranges if you're between this and this and this and this, and it depends on what your rate will be. And there's the Social Security and the Medicare withholding rate. I also started with a wire decorator and API because I'm going to pull and grab that record ID to pull that field in. If I didn't pull it in, it wouldn't pre-populate for me. So as you go down, you can see that I'm grabbing the record ID, I'm getting the record and passing it through and grabbing those fields that I need. And then I'm going to handle these calculations here. So we start right here. This is determining and going through the federal withholding. It's going through this table right here. And as soon as it finds a match, it stops and it knows what the rate to use. And then we're going to calculate Social Security and Medicare. And then we have a formula to remove them to get your final amounts. And then right down here, this is what is going to split them up into your yearly, 6 months, bi-weekly pay. So that's how that works. I use some CSS. I always like to do that to make color. And that is how we have a dynamic, mobile responsive calculator that pre-fills over here.